right, we're going to go ahead and get things going. This is the JDHS 0 Hour Jazz Band. It's quite a raucous group that meets in the morning before school starts. It's a great way for us to wake up and kind of get things rolling for the day. And we're going to start out with an old-time favorite. It is called In the Mood.
Okay, so I'm inviting Hayden Soboloff up this time. I originally had a speech planned, but but anyways, you're always fun to hang around with. I always enjoy hanging out because most of the time it's always fun and everyone has a laugh. But I know that you won't be here forever. that this is your last year. But know that you will be missed.
My name is Mark, and I would like to bring up Scott Pleasance.
Woo!
Alright, Scott, when I first met you, it was last year, but this year I had the honor and pleasure of calling you my friend. You made such a huge impact on my life, and I'm 100% positive you made an impact on this band and definitely a band. You're definitely one of my favorite friends. Definitely one of my favorite senior friends. And I want to thank you for all the fun times like Band Band and Jazz Fest. You made this year way funnier than I would. And I want to thank you for the impact you made in this band and for being my friend.
Our next song we're going to perform will be 2 Seconds for Midnight.
Don't mind me, I just got that stuff at the wrong time. This is for Q. I first met Q when I was a freshman last year. He was such a mystery, but I couldn't help thinking, dang, this guy's pretty cool. Q's low-key the chillest, confident, humorous, nonchalant guy ever known. Q is the kind of person who knows what he's doing, who has goals, who can inspire, like me. He always steps up for playing bass and pep band in time of need. And he also really kills in that sax, too. He knows how to bring the pep energy to 11 and rock on. Although a good friend may be hard to find, it is also impossible to forget Q. We're all going to miss Q and the way he keeps things going. But we know that he will keep doing great things on and off stage forever on. Thank you, Q, for being an unforgettable part of music. And stay golden, Q.
I've known Q since I was in kindergarten, and he's been the best friend I could ask for. He's funny, enjoys spending time with friends, and is always down for a jam session or some evening gaming. He's supportive. I'll always be there. He's one of the most chill people I've ever met. And he's a talented saxophonist as well as bassist. Now, I've been lucky enough to not only be in 2 bands with Q, but also a D&D campaign. And we share a lot of pop culture references, mainly in the jargon. We've had sleepovers, staying up until the wee hours of the night playing games. And we've had massive 6-7 hours out. Our families have spent Thanksgivings together. It's going to be tough going without a few next year, but time goes on. We're going to bigger, better things. Now, Q, I wish you luck on your journey throughout life, and as Sensei would say, endings will come whether we want them to or not. They're inevitable. All we can do is fight to make them good ones.
Dory? Again, I have to say goodbye to another one of my best friends. She's someone who's been a huge part of our music program as a drummer in 0 Hour Jazz Band, Pep Band, and 7th Hour. One of my favorite memories with Dory is when we were in the pep loft, and it was right after we played shots, and she came up to me and just held her broken drumstick. Thank you so much, Dory, for your dedication, your strength. You've given so much to this program, and we're so proud of you, and we'll miss you more than words can say.
Start things off again with a fun tune by Sammy Nestico entitled Hey Burger.
like to call Nathan Blake up to the stage. Well, throughout the course of my educational career here at Juneau-Douglas, Nate here has made every moment of it 10 times better, for not only myself, but all the people around him. To put it plainly, you, Nate, are a ray of sunshine that has come across this school, and I'm glad to have met you here. No matter the circumstances, you always bring joy to the people you come across. That's a rare thing to come by. Now, personally, I have never had a brother in my life, but I feel that Nate is the closest thing I've got to that, whether it be Native Youth Olympics, music, or just life advice. You've always been supportive of me since day one when I met you in the band during my freshman year. And I'm sure there are many people that could say the same things about you, but I'm glad that I get to be the first. Thank you for everything, and I wish you the best on your journey through life.
Hi guys, how are we doing tonight? Okay, me and my friend Mikey here would like to invite Isabel Danner up. Okay. Stop looking at me. Isabel has been an amazing impact to me for my first year in high school. Last year, I thought I was going to stay put in percussion, but after walking into the classroom for the first time, and seeing the sea of percussionists, I honestly I kind of like hated it. I didn't like how many there were, I'm sorry. But I saw a familiar instrument and it was the euphonium. I went back to my roots and I played euphonium with Isabel for a while until I switched a bunch to trombone and bell trombone, but Isabel has been beside me through it all, from looking to the side and seeing her fingering to like play the music, and asking her, and her just being the sweetest person. She's really made everything better. I will never forget you. I love you.
I've only known Isabel for 1 year, but she is an amazing person, and I'm gonna miss you for next year when Pep Band goes around. I will be inviting you to the winter, Chapel City Classic when you come back, whatever, anyway. And I need to thank you for Honor Fest, because I was the only freshman and I knew no one, and you helped me, guided me through that, and I can't thank you enough for that. But if there's one thing anyone needs to know about Isabel, it is her obsession with Skittles. So as a gift, me and Don have bought you this.
Close up our 0-hour jazz band. We've got a song made famous by Maynard Ferguson. This is entitled Give It One. back with the JDHS concert band. Thank you.